On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Vitamin.
Any of a group of organic compounds that are essential in small quantities to the diet and are present in natural foodstuffs or sometimes produced within the body.
Examples:
Rich in vitamin D. Vitamin deficiency. Vitamin C is important for immune system function and skin health.
Disease.
A disorder or illness that affects the body or mind, often characterized by specific symptoms or abnormal functioning of organs or systems.
Examples:
Disease prevention. Disease control. The doctor diagnosed him with a rare disease that had no known cure.
Prolong.
To extend the duration or length of something, particularly a period of time or an event.
Examples:
Prolong the agony. Measures to prolong the lifespan. We need to prolong the meeting for another hour to discuss all the issues.
Patient.
A person who is receiving medical treatment, care, or attention from a healthcare professional, such as a doctor, nurse, or therapist, a personal quality or characteristic.
Examples:
Patient in the hospital. Patient with weight loss. The doctor carefully examined the patient's medical history.
Headline.
A heading at the top of a newspaper or magazine story or page.
Examples:
Headline article. Banner headline. The engagement of the two golf players became headline news.
Opposition.
The act of disagreeing or resisting, the state of strong disagreement.
Examples:
Opposition campaign. Meet with opposition. The opposition party strongly disagreed with the government's proposed legislation.
Claim.
To assert that something is true, to demand or request something as one's own, to lay legal or moral right to something. Noun, a demand or assertion of a right or something that one believes to be true.
Examples:
Claim responsibility. False claim. He wants to claim ownership of the abandoned property.
Disconnect.
To unfasten or disjoin something, especially to break the connection between a supply of gas, water, or electricity and a piece of equipment.
Examples:
Disconnect a plug. Disconnect the water supply. She finally decided to disconnect herself from the company.
Broad.
Very wide, general.
Examples:
Attract broad attention. A broad mind. He accumulated wealth across a broad spectrum of assets.
Grab.
To take hold of something or someone suddenly with a hand, especially in a violent way.
Examples:
grab an audience, grab an opportunity. Shall we grab a bite to eat?
Specific:
clearly defined or particular to a certain thing or situation, distinct, explicit, and precise.
Examples:
specific instructions, industry-specific regulations. The scientist conducted a study that provided specific details about the species' behavior.
Increment:
a regular increase in the amount of something, such as money, a process of becoming larger, longer, or more important.
Examples:
steady incremental growth, small increments. The bid increment for this auction is $100.
Medical:
relating to the treatment of illness or injuries, relating to the practice of medicine.
Examples:
a medical opinion, temporary medical treatment. The medical team worked quickly to save the patient's life.
Mislead:
to cause someone to believe something that is not true.
Examples:
mislead him into trusting her. Mislead the enemy. Our troops pulled back to mislead the enemy.
Grabby:
excessively eager or greedy to obtain or acquire something, particularly in a somewhat aggressive or selfish manner.
Examples:
grabby hands, grabby customer. His grabby behavior at the dinner party was embarrassing to all in attendance.
Credible:
capable of being trusted or believed.
Examples:
credible source, a credible story. They didn't have any credible evidence of his innocence.
Hypothesis:
a proposed idea or explanation that is based on a few known facts but has not yet been proven to be true or accurate.
Examples:
test my hypothesis, a bold hypothesis. This evidence supports the Big Bang hypothesis.
Scenario:
a description of possible actions or events in the future, a written outline of a play, film, or literary work.
Examples:
the worst case scenario, number of different scenarios. The president prepared several possible scenarios for an enemy attack.
Explanation:
the information or arguments that someone provides to make something understandable or clear.
Examples:
the explanation for the failure, detailed explanation. The following explanation is currently being used to explain the phenomenon in question.
Pause:
to take a short break from talking or doing something before continuing. Examples: pause a moment, pause for a reaction. The man paused before opening the door.
Simplify.
To make something more straightforward, more understandable, or easier to do.
Examples:
Simplify my life. Simplify the process. Please simplify your explanation for the children.
Assume.
To think or accept something to be true without having proof of it, to take or begin to have power, to begin to exhibit a specific quality or appearance.
Examples:
Assume a lousy attitude to his boss. Assume an important role. The following example assumes that the capacity of each battery is the same.
Cardiovascular.
Of or relating to the heart and blood vessels, equals tubes that carry blood around the body.
Examples:
Cardiovascular diseases. Cardiovascular tissue. Smoking places you at severe risk of cardiovascular and respiratory disease.
Participate.
To take part in something.
Examples:
Participate fully in conversation. Participate in the program. The majority of students actively participated in the college's intramural sports program.
Cholesterol.
A type of fat that is found in the blood and cells of the body, and that is important for many bodily functions, but can also contribute to heart disease and stroke when levels are too high.
Examples:
Cholesterol levels. Low cholesterol. High levels of cholesterol can increase the risk of heart disease.
Placebo.
Harmless substance, especially given as a pacifier or to the control group in experiments on the efficacy of a drug.
Examples:
Placebo therapy. Patient in the placebo group. A double-blind procedure is used to guard against experimenter bias and placebo effects.
Naturally.
As might be expected, by natural manners.
Examples:
Naturally arising. Naturally regenerated forest. He was naturally gifted.
Investigate.
To conduct a systematic or formal inquiry to identify and evaluate the facts of a crime, problem, statement, etc., to establish the truth.
Examples:
Investigate the matter. Investigate a data leak. The committee investigated several apparent inconsistencies.
Elevate.
To raise something from a lower to a higher position, to give a promotion to or assign to a higher position.
Examples:
Elevate educational standards. Elevate a close relationship. Eating food in a hurry elevates blood glucose levels.
Crack.
To break or cause to break without dividing into separate parts, noun, a line on the surface of something along which it is separated without breaking.
Examples:
Crack an eggshell. A crack in a board. He that would eat the kernel must crack the nut.
Mystery.
Something difficult to understand or explain, a secret or enigmatic quality that adds to the fascination or interest of something. A genre of fiction that involves the solution of a crime or a puzzle.
Examples:
Mystery novel. Unsolved mystery. The mystery surrounding the disappearance of the traveler has yet to be solved by authorities.
Relation.
The way two persons or groups of people feel and act toward one another.
Examples:
Relation between cause and effect. Relation of inclusion. The industrial relations laws were passed with little to no alteration.
Recruit.
To persuade someone to work for a company, to find new members for an organization, the armed forces, etc.
Examples:
Recruit a good worker. Recruit a new hire. The colonial government recruited militia support when civil war broke out.
Consume.
To spend something, especially fuel, energy, or time, in a large amount.
Examples:
Consume a large of alcohol. Consume electricity. A smaller car will consume less fuel.
Abstain.
To choose not to do something, especially something that one wants to do.
Examples:
Abstain on a vote. Abstain from food. She chose to abstain from alcohol at the party.
Schedule.
A list of planned activities, tasks, or things that must be completed showing when they are intended to happen or be done.
Examples:
A heavy schedule. Arrange my schedule. So far, the meeting is going according to schedule.
Counterpart.
A person or thing that corresponds to or has the same function as another person or thing.
Examples:
Counterpart agreement. Negotiating counterpart. His counterpart in the other company is responsible for marketing.
Stretch.
To make or be capable of making anything longer or broader without hurting or breaking.
Examples:
Stretch along the coast. Stretch a story. Some herds have been observed to stretch hundreds of kilometers.
Conclude.
To come to an end or close, to reach a judgment or opinion by reasoning.
Examples:
Conclude a meeting. Conclude that he is healthy. We concluded a ceasefire.
Random.
Made, done, or happening without method, conscious decision, or any regular pattern.
Examples:
a random choice. Bombs fell at random. To find drunk drivers, police conduct random tests.
Represent.
To speak, act, or be present on behalf of another person or group, to form or constitute.
Examples:
represent by a diagram. The characters that represent numbers. We elected him to represent us at the international conference.
Skew.
To turn or place at an angle, to make biased or distorted with the result that it is not accurate, fair, normal, etc.
Examples:
skew the message. Skew social values. The results of the poll are skewed because it only surveyed a small group of people.
Odds.
The degree or probability that a particular thing will or will not happen.
Examples:
odds in favor. Odds of business. What are the odds that he will survive?
Similarly.
In almost the same way.
Examples:
similarly situated. Have similarly great abilities. We argue that wages for temporary workers should similarly rise.
Individual.
A single person or thing, as distinct from a group.
Examples:
a private individual. Individual freedom. As an individual, he had the right to make his own decisions and live his life as he saw fit.
Outcome.
The result or effect of an action, event, etc.
Examples:
improved student outcomes. A desirable outcome. They awaited news of the outcome of the election.
Big picture.
Relating to or considering the overall perspective or larger context of a situation or issue. Noun, the overall or general significance or importance of something.
Examples:
big picture thinking. Big picture strategy. Climate change is a complex issue that requires a big picture perspective to understand fully.
Trend.
A general direction in which something is changing or developing.
Examples:
an international trend. The trend away from television. The oil price continued their downward trend.
Evaluate.
To assess or estimate the quality, significance, quantity, or value of something.
Examples:
evaluate the grant proposal. Evaluate a situation. The meeting aims to evaluate possible choices.
Comprehensive.
Complete and including all or everything necessary.
Examples:
a comprehensive explanation. Conduct a comprehensive survey. We have a comprehensive grasp of this topic.
Reproducibility.
The ability of an experiment, study, or result to be replicated or repeated by different researchers or laboratories, often seen as a key aspect of scientific rigor.
Examples:
reproducibility measure, scientific reproducibility. The researchers spent considerable effort to ensure the reproducibility of their experiments.
Suspect.
To consider anything to be true or probable.
Examples:
suspect a plot, suspect that he is sick. The cops suspected him of being the killer.
Puzzle.
A situation that is difficult to follow or solve, a game, problem, or toy that tests a person's ingenuity or knowledge. Verb, to cause someone to feel confused because of something difficult to understand.
Examples:
crossword puzzle, mathematical puzzle. This jigsaw puzzle is challenging because there are no pictures.
Diagnose.
To determine or distinguish the nature of a problem or an illness through a careful analysis.
Examples:
diagnose the problem, diagnose with CT scans. This device is used to diagnose brain cancer and other tumors.
Slightly.
In a small degree or extent, a little.
Examples:
increase slightly, slightly alkaline soils. He moved his body slightly to the left.
Decide.
To make up someone's mind about something, to come to a conclusion or judgment after considering options.
Examples:
decide a question, decide on a course of action. She couldn't decide whether to order the pizza or the pasta for dinner.
Valid.
Having a reasonable basis in logic or fact, still legally or officially acceptable.
Examples:
a valid contract, a ticket valid for 2 days. Your credit card is no longer valid.
Clinical.
Of or relating to the examination and treatment of patients rather than theoretical or laboratory studies.
Examples:
clinical surgery, participate in clinical trials. She received special clinical training at the hospital.
Pancreas.
A glandular organ in the digestive system that produces several important hormones, including insulin and glucagon, as well as digestive enzymes that help break down food in the small intestine.
Examples:
pancreas inflammation, pancreas function. The endocrine function of the pancreas involves the secretion of hormones such as insulin.
Cancer.
Abnormal growth of cells that can invade and destroy surrounding tissues and organs, A disease characterized by the uncontrolled growth and spread of abnormal cells.
Examples:
Cancer diagnosis, cancer research. Breast cancer is the most common type of cancer in women.
Fee.
A sum of money charged for a particular service.
Examples:
Fee calculation, service fee. The lawyer's fee for the case was $10,000.
Experimental.
Relating to or based on new ideas, forms, methods, etc. that have not been tried before, usually to find out what effect they have.
Examples:
Experimental data, experimental design. The product is still in the experimental stage.
Abstract.
Based on general ideas, feelings, or qualities and not on any of physical or concrete existence.
Examples:
An abstract noun, abstract science. The invention of the camera triggered the development of abstract painting.
Exciting.
Causing a lot of interest or excitement.
Examples:
Exciting football player. Exciting news. The findings of the experiment were both exciting and unexpected.